What's up, Billy Elric?
What's up, brother?
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today, man. How about you?
Good. You have a good week?
It's been a good week.
That's
yeah,
good.
It has been. Yeah.
I stumbled upon some clips, some good clips I think you would be interested in personally. I thought about you for this one.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. So
Thank you.
thoughtful.
Very kind of me. All right, let's check this out. So you remember, of course, you're a musician, Billy Corgan.
Yeah, come on.
Ready? I'm going to show you a clip from Billy Corgan. Here he is. Get ready to have your mind fucked.
Friend, you made major news the last time you were here. Did you realize that?
About the alien, the shapeshifter.
Dude, you dropped a bombshell. Every paper picked it up.
Let's just say I was with somebody once and I saw a transformation that I can't explain.
The person transformed into something other than human.
Yes, I saw it.
You were talking to someone. They said to you, "Look, something's going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to morph into something else."
Imagine you're doing something and suddenly you turn around and there's somebody else standing there.
You still standing by it?
Absolutely. I know it happened. In fact, it happened twice. And on top of that, what's amazing is we live in a world where, look, I've been in public life on some level for 30 years.
Yeah.
People treat it as if I'm
Crazy. Yeah.
And it's like, I'm here to say, now maybe I had a hallucination, but I saw what I saw.
Right. You saw it. It's your reality.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, to question somebody's reality is a strange thing.
The second time you saw a shapeshifter, where were you? Probably at Darcy's house.
It was the same. It was the same person.
Who was it, Billy?
Oh, it was.
It happened.
All right.
What the fuck am I supposed to know, bro?
Not you. Other Billy. Bald ass Billy.
Man.
That's kind of a trip, right?
It's pretty cool.
He did say it could have been a hallucination, right? I overheard him say that.
Yeah, he does throw that out as a possibility. But he's saying he saw what he saw. Maybe that's not really what happened, but that's what he saw.
Right. Well, okay. Here's my take. I'm going to give you mine first.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so I guess an argument against it was the hallucination thing, right? He said.
Right.
He could have been all fucked up on drugs. He's a rock star.
Could have been.
I don't mean to pigeonhole rock stars, but, No,
it's a safe guess,
safe
regardless
guess, right?
of which band it is.
However, I don't know. Billy's kind of like a straight to the fucking point kind of guy, right?
Okay.
He's a bit harsh in his business tactics. He's just kind of a, no what's the word I'm
filter.
looking for?
Especially
No filter for sure, but no there's no compromise in the way he acts. Like he's gonna shoot it straight. I get that vibe from Billy Corgan. Does that make sense? Like he's just a straight shooter, no nonsense. Like goes in line with the no filter thing. Like he might offend you, but he's gonna come out and say what he's got to say. That's my take on him. Having said that, I believe that he saw something fucking weird. I believe him.
2 times.
I said it twice. Same person.
Twice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but the drummer starts laughing. The drummer's laughing at him towards the end.
That's very perceptive of you, observant. I didn't notice that.
Hey, bro,
I had all eyes on the top of his head.
Hey man, if you're not paying attention to the drummer, you're not gonna perform well.
That's true. That's a good point. Spoken like a true musician.
The drummer starts laughing at him at the end.
Maybe he put a "kick me" sticker on the back of his sweatshirt, though.
Could have. Maybe it was at the cheap shot at Darcy.
I think yeah. The
Always
time
with the cheap shots at Darcy, man. I got a little off tangent here, but that woman added so much to this band.
Yeah.
So much that could not be recuperated without her. I think that she was the one who was able to tell Billy,
probably
stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Stop being an ass.
No, that's not how the song should go. You're being too indulgent. Try this, or because since she has been gone from the band, every single record the man's put out, you can tell this is one person doing whatever the fuck they want with absolutely nobody with the ability or authority to tell him, hey man, the song's not that good.
Yeah.
Or this part of the song.
That's an important piece of the project, of the band, to have that person that's going to say, I don't know, dude. You know, I agree with you. I think she was much more valuable, and she takes a lot of flack.
Yeah, I don't know the full history, you know, why he seems to hate her so much, but I kind of feel like maybe that's why. Like,
she probably turned him down or something. Wait, did they hook up?
I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, she's
if
an
you guys know,
woman.
in the comments, please tell us.
I know she hooked up with the dude from Filter, the singer from Filter.
Oh, I remember that.
That's the extent of my knowledge about Darcy's personal life.
All right, well, we're here to defend Darcy, but let's get back to what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you believe him? How far down would you go with this?
I feel like he's telling the truth. I think that he believes that he saw a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Whether that really was a shapeshifter or not, who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
Do you believe in shapeshifters?
I mean, it's one of those things it's pretty far out there.
It's pretty far out
It's
there.
about as far out as you can get.
Yeah, like reptilian and like weird shit like that.
I mean, man, I feel like the idea of there being a reptilian race on another planet is less far-fetched than there being a creature anywhere in the universe that can turn from one thing to another.
Right.
You know, like Odo from Deep Space Nine.
Never saw it.
Nah, man.
But Odo, I laughed at Odo.
It's a silly name for a silly character.
Well, I got another video that might connect to this then.
You got a follow-up video?
I do.
Let's hear it.
It has to do with like the shape-shifting stuff and like reptilian and all that stuff and on our own planet. Have you? Let's see. Now, I can't remember this woman's name, but she's very popular within the UFO community.
Yeah, that's Linda Moulton Howe.
Thank you. Linda Moulton Howe. Check this out.
What we've come to learn, the Greys can make blonde bodies and reptile bodies and project themselves into the blondes of the reptiles. The reptiles can make blondes and gray bodies and project themselves into the blonde and the gray bodies. The blondes can make the reptilian bodies and the gray bodies and project themselves into it. And he said, Linda, what I've just said to you is the key to the history of this planet.
Right.
That the competing extraterrestrials can camouflage as each other's enemies.
Right, and that...
I think this goes on for a second, but all right. So I'm laughing because I get it when people are immediately like, this chick's batshit crazy.
Right.
I understand it because when you hear them say the things that they're saying, it just sounds so impossible.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that it isn't possible. I tend to actually lean towards the possibility of things like this.
Okay.
Much more. I think we both are on that same page, right? But you know, I do get it. She kind of looks like an alien herself a little.
God
Sorry,
bless
Linda.
her. Yeah.
But I don't know. Okay, so there's that. Sorry, that's why I was laughing. What's your take on this?
I'm in just thought overload right now. Number one, Billy, he does slip and say alien before he says shapeshifter in that first one.
Right, he did.
Or maybe Howard says alien. I don't know. One of them says alien. I mean shapeshifter or whatever. You know, so there's that connection. You know, man, in Star Trek, the Romulans were able to cloak their ships to look like a Federation ship or a Klingon ship or whatever. Could be.
When you first said it, I thought you said cloak their shit.
That's how they throw them off the trail, man.
Yeah, right.
You know,
I'm so immature. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I never heard of this blonde alien.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It says Pleiadian. I don't know how to pronounce that, or Pleiadian. But clearly, that's the blonde she's speaking of. I didn't know that there were this many supposed aliens.
I've only heard of the greys, the insectoids, the reptilians.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was 2 grays. Anunnaki I've heard of.
Yeah, that's the famous one. They're saying that
I don't know what
they
that
came here to harvest gold.
Right. And the cat chick, I don't know what that's all about. I mean,
yeah, I'm not familiar with that feline one. Or what's next to the cat chick? This golden.
It looks like a golden Casper the Friendly Ghost.
It's like an orb.
I guess.
Those like non-corporeal beings.
Perhaps.
Is that the orange orbs that people see all over the world?
Yeah, I guess. And then you can't see the one behind the play symbol. Oh, that's the insectoid? Is that what that is?
Yeah, on top there's insectoid, and then how do you say that one? See a car?
No idea. That's a lot of fucking aliens, dude. The reason I brought the video up is because it's kind of connected shape-shifting stuff. And
yeah, she's talking about
with the Billy thing, but I'm also not really sure where she's going with this. Like, I don't get her. I mean, I know what she's saying, that they're among us and they transform into each other to try to like trick each other or something like that. Is that what she's going with it?
I'm not sure. Are they trying to trick each other, or are they trying to trick us? Like,
or both.
Like if you're gonna abduct a human, right? Is it somehow beneficial if you're an insectoid? You want to do it as a gray so that the grays will get the blame for the kidnapping?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I think. Yeah, like sabotage. Right? They're looking to try to sabotage each other, give each other a bad name.
Right.
But so if that's the case, if there's that many, but some of them are like hooking up with each other too. Like, this war between us is stupid. I love you. Let's have a gray baby. And it's, an insectoid and a Zeta gray.
Oh, maybe they're all fighting over that blonde one in the corner. Maybe
that's probably true too. Yeah, she's an attractive alien. You know what? This kind of goes hand in hand with the conspiracy theory about they're among us. And like, are you an alien? Be honest.
Yeah, I'm a blonde that's appearing as a Sasquatch.
Be honest, for real. Are you an alien? I'm gonna ask you. It's like if you were a cop and I asked you if you're a cop, you have to tell me.
You have to say
it's the same rules.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
All right.
Yeah.
It's the same rules.
Regular mortal human. Yep.
Did we talk about this last time? Remember that Roddy Piper movie? Years ago. I can't even remember the name of it. But he had these glasses. You just made me think of it with your glasses.
Okay.
And I forget where he found the glasses. Probably fell off the alien ship or whatever. But they basically invaded the city that he was in, and I think just the world in general. And he could, by putting on the glasses, he could tell which ones were aliens, which ones were not. And then they found out he could tell, and so they chased him and hunted him down. But it was Roddy Piper of WWF fame from years ago. It was that really terrible movie, but like awesome at the same time.
I've not seen that movie.
Should see it.
Maybe next time I get a bag of edibles, I'll try to look that one up.
It's about what it's going to take.
Once they kick in.
A whole bag. Like, how big is the bag of edibles? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's tie it back to Billy then. Okay, do you think there's some possibility then that this is the same thing, that Billy Corgan, he actually was in the presence of one of these alien races that have the ability to change their appearance?
I mean, I don't know if this is me wanting to believe. I really want to believe that there's stuff like this is real. So maybe there's part of my motive, but I kind of believe him. I kind of think there's some. I look at it this way: that there's got to be life on other planets. It's just such a vast universe. That whole argument, which it just makes sense to me.
Right.
And at the same time, nowadays there's tons of information coming about UFOs. They're a little bit more open to like, okay, yeah, there are. These are all the sightings. You got Air Force pilots going on record and talking about it, like stuff like that. So there's that. But on the other end, I'm very skeptical of government control and things like that, and them trying to make us believe that this stuff is real as a fear tactic, right?
Right.
So I go back and forth, but I kind of believe that they're both possible. Like I sort of think there's a little bit of both going on. That maybe there are aliens visiting this planet, at the same time, the U.S. government's probably gotten hold of the technology from Roswell crashes, etc. Maybe some other ones we don't know about, and is reverse engineering and using that as well. Like some of the sightings, I think it's probably government tests. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll follow.
So, but how far down would I go to Billy's story?
Yeah.
I think he's convincing. I'm going to say it's most likely.
I wish he would say who the person was. Maybe he can't.
Yeah, I understand why he doesn't.
But I mean, if it
was Darcy.
Well, if he was hanging out with David Blaine or something,
you'd be like, I could see that, or not, because he's a magician.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I see what you're saying. I was gonna say because he's weird. He's kind of a weird guy. It could go either way because he's
okay. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah, David. If there were going to be an alien, maybe it would be David Blaine because of the amazing shit that he does.
I mean, it's magic.
Man, I can't say all the way without knowing something about who the shapeshifter is.
That is a big key.
If it's David Blaine or Chris Angel or David Copperfield, it's be like
it's questionable.
Yeah, maybe he just did a magic trick, you dumb fuck.
But again, maybe that magic trick is real because he's a fucking alien.
Bum bum bum.
Right? There you go. Bum bum bum. How far down then for you with that?
I believe Billy's account. I think he's telling the truth. I think that he saw something weird. He knows that he saw something weird. Mm. He himself leaves it open to, hey, maybe it's not what I thought it was.
Maybe he's tripping on acid.
Maybe it was me or whatever. I think he's telling the truth though, man. I do. I think he saw what he believes to be a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Whether it really was or not. I can't say no. I can't say yes. I'll leave that part possible, but.
Well, hopefully there'll be more stuff on that. I want to hear more stories like this from people. I'm sure there are. How far down with, what's her name?
Linda Moulton Howe.
Linda
Moulton Howe, far down.
Yeah.
I think there's so dang many accounts of gray aliens. Mm-hmm. I think they exist. Mm-hmm. I think they exist, and I think they've been visiting. I think there's probably the second and third would be the reptilian and the insectoid. Mm-hmm.
That's the most I've heard. The other ones, the Anunnaki actually I have, but not really the other ones.
I don't buy into the whole Anunnaki myth that they created us to mine gold for them.
It was for their planet, right? To put in their atmosphere to protect from the sun?
Something like that. I just feel like if you got the technology and the means to get here and to engineer a new race of slaves, why do you need the fucking gold? You can't find any alternative to gold. You can do all these other insane things, but
well, I think that was the argument or the reasoning that I've heard is because and I don't know what in the gold, but the particles in the gold, their plan was to like float it throughout their atmosphere to protect from the sun. That could be completely full of shit. I mean, most likely it is because it's a very hard to believe story, period. But
right.
So I don't know what inside the gold would do that.
I don't know either, man. I know it's a conductor. You know, it's got a lot of electrical applications.
Well, and I can't remember who it was. It might have been a Bill Gates thing where they wanted to shoot things into the atmosphere to protect. I think the same reasons. I think it was like to protect from the solar rays. I can't remember the details of it, and I don't think it was gold, but it was something that they wanted to put out into the atmosphere. They've talked about it. I could be pulling this out of my ass. I'm pretty sure I read this. Again, people watching in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Right? So it's the same kind of concept. So maybe Bill Gates is Anunnaki. I mean,
okay, but
Kermit the Frog is Anunnaki.
Yeah. If Linda Moulton Howe is telling the truth, mm-hmm. and these different races of aliens have the ability to appear as something else, why the fuck would you appear as Bill Gates?
Good point.
Why the fuck would you be so malnourished and ugly?
Well, because he's playing the role of a nerd, though. Right? You got to think: if Yeah, if everybody can't be good looking, they gotta go with someone that looks like a frog. But he's a fits the bill, like the nerd. Right? Like a computer geek, billionaire. He kind of fits the bill. He's not gonna look like who's that soccer guy? Everybody.
Megan Rapinoe.
What is it?
Megan Rapinoe.
Oh, that was good.
Shots fired.
Yeah, that was good. Anyway, yeah, I don't know who I'm thinking of, but maybe that's part of the plan, though. It's like, you know, you got to look a certain way. You got to play the role. You got to play the part if we're going to have you in disguise, and so you can infiltrate.
I mean, it's hard to try to put yourself in the shoes of an alien, but I just feel like if I'm surveying the planet from above, you know, and we're changelings, and we can appear more or less how we want, bro, I'm going to look like the fucking Rock or Jason Momoa.
Right.
Or like Chris Hemsworth.
Defensive lineman from the
Brian
Steelers
Urlacher.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
fucking Hulk Hogan,
yoked.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. That's true. But they could be. Who knows? Paul, speaking of how far down, we've gone really far down the rabbit hole.
Way the fuck down today.
No. Yeah. How did this all start? Oh, yeah, Billy Corgan.
That's right. Okay, how about you, man? How far down, number one, we'll try to go in order. Number one is, how far down is Billy telling the truth?
Yeah, it's very likely, more than likely to me. I believe his story. I believe I believe his story, and I actually believe that it's a thing.
Some kind of...
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I do. And people can call me crazy. I don't care.
How about these different species of alien races, man?
I mean, if I believe in the shape-shifting thing, I believe this is possible. I mean, well, look. How many times have you seen her, the blonde? This one.
Right.
She's everywhere.
Right.
Never seen this guy before. I don't know. I don't... It's kind of far-fetched. I need more on this one. I think it's possible, but I'm just going to leave it at that. It's how far down? I'd be like in the hole, like hanging from the hole.
Yeah.
And looking down. Not going in. I'm not going in the hole.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I got to see something move down there before I'm like, Billy, I'm going to let go.
Yeah.
Tie a line to me.
Dude, I guess my last thing that I just thought of now, okay, if you got the technology to travel light years, then maybe changing your appearance is not that big of a deal.
That's a good point.
You know,
like that's easy shit. That tech is so 3 centuries ago or millennia. Right.
I mean, like if it were music or whatever, you know, you're playing crazy Randy Rhoads solos or whatever, you know, let's say that's traveling the light years. I mean, shape-shifting ought to be like playing fucking Green Day or something, you know, compared to what it would take to do the other thing.
That's a good tie-in. I get that. All right. Well, yeah, this one, I don't know. I can't go. I'm hanging from the hole on this one. I got
you.
But, yeah, I think this is one. There's going to be plenty more of these, I think. There's a lot of videos out there with this kind of theme. So we'll do some follow-ups with this one for sure.
I mean, you don't got to twist my arm to talk about aliens.
Yeah. What is it called now? Instead of UFOs, they're using a different term, different acronym. UAP.
Yeah.
Unidentified aerial.
I don't think it's aerial, man. I think it's anomalous.
Anomalous. P. What's the P?
Phenomena.
Anomalous. That's too tongue twistery. I don't like the way. I don't like that they did that.
It's not a good series of words.
No, it's a terrible series of words.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I refuse to abide by it. I'm going with UFO.
I wonder if, unidentified flying object. I wonder if they had to change it because the fucking things are not flying.
Good.
Okay, they're traveling through.
Billy, you're pulling out the deep shit.
They're traveling through we perceive as the air, but they're not flying. Like a plane or a bird has wind resistance,
you right,
and lift. That's not how they're doing their thing.
It's electromagnetic. It's a field, right? Isn't that what Bob Roswell guy?
Yeah, Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Area 51 guy.
But it's not Area 51. It's S4 or something.
Yeah, they called it something like that. But yeah, it was Yeah, it's not how we fly.
No, it's not flying. It's got nothing to do with the wind resistance and the lift,
right,
and everything. It's not.
And that's why they can go from here to boom.
Yeah.
Here,
basically, and they can make right angles, at incredible speeds and
it's closer to teleportation, right, than flight.
I would say so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How far down?
That's what I'm saying. It's not flight. I guess that's my only point with the UFO. Maybe they had to. I feel like they had to change it because shit's not flying. It's doing something else.
I'm gonna throw a heavy question at you right now.
All right.
How far down are we gonna be invaded by aliens?
Oh man. I don't think we're gonna be invaded by aliens in the movies like Independence Day.
Okay.
I think.
Thank God.
I think they've been coming here forever, and they're gonna keep coming here.
Mm-hmm. And slowly take over.
I don't think they want to take it over. I don't think we got anything here to offer them that they don't already have. And I think the reason that they won't come down and say hello is because
Joe Biden.
Your
president's a fucking idiot.
We don't like each other, bro.
Yeah.
Humans don't like each other.
Mm.
So if they're of a superior intelligence, by just a little simple observation, they're going to know, hey, these guys hate the people across the street from them.
Yeah.
Every country, I don't care what country it is, randomly pick any country on the map.
War.
They fucking hate all their neighbors. Mm-hmm. Go to their neighbor. They fucking hate all the neighbors.
For the record, I like my neighbors. They're very nice people. I'm with you.
It wouldn't make any sense, man. We hate each other for the most part. So they know they're not gonna have any chance. We're not gonna.
There's no use.
Be problems. There's no point. There's no point.
All right.
If they wanted to take the whole thing, they could probably take it anytime they want.
Well, I'm gonna stand by your statement. If we do get invaded by aliens, expect a phone call.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching How Far Down, episode 2.
Peace.
Peace.